Just relax your body as much as possible right now. And make sure that you're in a beautiful, comfortable position, that you're warm, that you can remain undisturbed for the next little while, and that you're safe and not trying to drive a car or operate heavy machinery. Find a comfortable place to sit and lie. And just place your attention, your awareness on your eye muscles and relax the muscles around your eyes and your eyelids. Relax those muscles to the point that they just won't work. When you're so relaxed that they just won't work, hold on to that relaxation and make sure that they won't open. And now this relaxation you have in your eyes is the same quality of relaxation that I want you to have throughout your whole body. So just let this quality of relaxation flow through your whole body, from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Relaxed. Feel a wave of relaxation flowing down over your face and jaw, the back of your head, softening everything, loosening everything, down your neck into your shoulders, your chest, your upper back, relaxing, releasing. Let that relaxation flow all the way down into your stomach, your abdomen, your lower back, noticing and letting go. Down into your hips, your pelvis, all of the organs around this space relaxing, all the muscles releasing and letting go. Down into the thighs, the upper legs, knees, flowing gently down, deeper and deeper down to the legs, down to the lower legs, the calves, the ankles, all the way down to the soles of the feet and the tips of the toes relaxed. Deeper and deeper, more and more. Just taking some beautiful cleansing deep breaths into the heart space. Just breathing love in and breathing love out. Breathing peace in and breathing peace out as the body relaxes more and more. In a moment, I'm going to get you to imagine that you're counting backwards from 100. Now there's a secret to mental relaxation. With each number you say, double your mental relaxation. With each number you say, that your mind becomes so relaxed, twice as relaxed. Now if you do this, by the time you reach the number 98, or maybe even sooner, your mind will have become so relaxed. You'll have actually relaxed all the rest of the numbers that would have come after 98, right out of your mind. There just won't be any more numbers. Now you have to do this. I can't do it for you. Those numbers will leave if you will them away. Now start with the idea that you'll make that happen. Make it disappear. Just want it to happen and will it to happen. Make it happen. So now the first number, 100, and double your mental relaxation. Deeper relaxed. Now doubling that mental relaxation, and just let those numbers already start to fade. 99. Deeper relaxed. Start to make those numbers leave. They'll go if you will them away. 98. Deeper relaxed. Now, if they're not gone, don't worry. They'll go as I continue to talk. But you can just make it happen. And they'll go as I continue to speak, so don't worry. Soon they'll be gone. And now imagine that you find yourself in a wonderful garden. And you can feel the softness of the newly cut grass beneath your feet. And as the scent of masses upon masses of brightly colored flowers seem to envelop you, there's a gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly in the stillness of the air. It's almost a magical place. And stretching into the distance as far as the eye can see in all directions, they're the most beautiful plants and trees. A stunning fountain which flows gently into a stream. Sparkling stones shimmering in the water. And so you wander down to the edge of the stream and gently lower yourself down onto this beautiful, soft, grassy bank. Just sit for a while, gazing into the cool, crystal clear water. marveling at the sense of peace that sweeps over you. Listening to the faint sound of the fountain splashing into the pool, into the stream. And after a little while, you lay back on the grass and gaze up at the clearest of blue skies. And as you relax more and more, your eyes just begin to close, and you drift into this deep, relaxing sleep. And as you sleep, you dream. And you dream that your whole body is becoming lighter, lighter and lighter. So light that you feel you must surely begin to float on air at any moment. And then feel yourself just floating and drifting gently, supported by the softest of warm breezes. You can somehow see through your closed eyelids that you're floating in a sea of color, a warm sea of color that relaxes and comforts you as you just drift, suspended in warmth and color that seems somehow unreal and yet at the same time has a comfortingly familiar feel to it. And you're aware of misty reds and golds and oranges, gentle tones of greens and blues and purples that seem somehow like clouds, and the deepest, softest of indigos and violets. It begins to dawn on you that you're floating in a rainbow, a magical rainbow. Because in this rainbow, time and space doesn't exist. Not in the same way that we usually know it. You might have floated there for just a moment, or for 100 years, maybe for a lifetime, or just perhaps for the blinking of an eye. You could have floated forwards in time to a time that could be far beyond your future, or maybe back in time, back before your own lifetime. It gradually begins to seem to you that you might even be able to float here for just as long as you wish, with this wonderful, relaxed feeling, just floating and drifting through this magical sea of gentle, flowing colors, where time seems to be suddenly of so little importance. A place where nothing matters. And you're still pondering on these thoughts. When you feel yourself beginning to float gently downwards, lower and lower, softly sinking down. I wonder if you can create an image of you right at this moment. Perhaps doing something that used to worry you, but looking instead so calm and so easy. In your mind's eye, see yourself looking as if you're just enjoying the whole process of simply being alive. Just knowing that whatever causes those feelings of worry are just a passing thing. Just a passing thing that soon will seem to be of no importance at all. Because it belongs to yesterday, or last week, or perhaps last year. And a lot of the time you can recognize that there never was a need for any worry at all. And you might not even be able to remember most of what you were worrying about a while ago. If you can, it's probably because what you're worrying about hasn't happened yet. And I want you to think about something that is worrying you now, creating stress in your mind. And while you're thinking of that thing, I want you to see how good you are at remembering something that hasn't happened yet. Remembering what it felt like when that thing you were worrying about had actually happened, even though it hasn't happened yet. But remembering that it felt good when you remembered that it had happened and you didn't need to worry about it anymore. But you're probably thinking now about something that has happened. Something that you were worried about until it happened. And now it has happened. You can find no need to worry about it at all. You see, worrying about things is simply a way of thinking about things. Something that your unconscious mind learned how to do a long time ago. It learned how to automatically think about the awful things that might happen. To think about the things we really hope will not happen. So we start thinking about what we would do if those awful things did happen. And worrying even more when we think that we won't know what to do if those awful things happen. And yet all those things are based simply upon fear, rather than a belief that it will happen. Because if we truly believe that something will happen, we can always decide what action we'll take. We can always make a decision. But when it's only a fear that something will happen, it means that we're not really sure it will. So it's not a surprise that we worry about what we'll do. Because in order to think what we would do, we have to think about the very thing that we do not want to happen. We really do not want to think about that. And so we worry in case it happens. And that powerful unconscious mind of yours can do that automatically, easily. But now you're going to learn a very clever and very special trick. You're going to learn how to teach your wise unconscious mind to think in a different way. And to start with, I want you to think of that thing you thought of a few moments ago. That thing that you're worrying about, maybe feeling stressed about. Notice how it feels as you think about it. And now I want you to vividly imagine, just as vividly as you can, what you actually want to happen. I can't know what it is you're thinking about, but I do know that whatever it is, you can think of it in two ways. The worst way and the best way. And when you think of it in the worst way, all you can do is worry or stress about it. But if you think of it in the best way, you're thinking of what you actually want to happen. You're thinking of positive solutions. And then you can think about how you might be able to move towards that positive solution. How to make that thing turn out exactly the way you want it to. See it that way now. See how you'd want it to work out. Imagine, pretend, paint your own happy ending. Rewrite the story in a positive way. In a way that feels good to you. Notice how different that things feel as you think about what you actually want to happen, so that you've actually changed the way you feel just by thinking a thought. And it's an interesting thing that as you teach your wise unconscious mind how to think about things in the best way, in a positive way, with the best outcome, you're more likely to find a way of making a positive change to the things you are worrying about. And if you think about what you actually want to happen, rather than what you fear will happen, you can teach your subconscious mind to look for answers, so that it's completely true that if you think about what you actually want to happen, the thing that you fear will be far less likely to happen. And of course, it's true that sometimes we have no control over a thing that's going to happen. But even then, we can think of it in two ways. The worst way and the best way. And the best way is to just know that whatever happens is simply a part of life that you'll find the best way to deal with. A part of life that will before long become a thing of the past, as everything does. As the new leaves in spring eventually wither and die in autumn. As the sunflower blooms and petal by petal dies, everything changes and is born new again. And it's a fact that whether we worry about a thing or whether we don't worry about a thing, when that thing happens, it immediately becomes a thing of the past. Just as you, listening to my voice today, will soon be a thing of the past. And it might even be that you worried about that. Worried if you had the time to listen to this recording. Worried if it was too late in the day and you wouldn't get a good night's rest. Yet all is well, and all remains well. And from now on, you're going to discover that it becomes easier and easier for you to think about what you actually want to happen instead of what you fear might happen. And as you teach that wise unconscious mind to think of what you want to happen, it will begin to find solutions to problems, to every challenge in your life, turning these worries into an advantage, into a positive solution, more often than not. At the beginning of this session, I asked you to imagine how wonderful it would be to be this relaxed whenever you want to be. And as you imagine that now, a special part of you in the depths of your unconscious mind, that special part of you that knows just what to do and just how to do it, knows how to beat your heart, to breathe your lungs, to blink your eyes, and to hear my voice. That part of you is even now beginning to stir and become more active. And that activity will steadily increase with each and every passing day, until you automatically choose the best way of thinking, the best way of doing things, the best way of solving life's challenges as they come to you each and every time. Automatically finding the answers to problems every single time. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And when I get to 1, if you need to stay asleep, you'll stay asleep. But if you need to wake up, you'll wake up feeling calm and grounded to solve the many problems of the day, finding all the solutions you need. 5, slowly returning into your body. 4, just noticing my voice and where you are in the space in your room. 3, taking a big cleansing deep breath in and out. 2, noticing your eyes, feeling them beneath your eyelids, perhaps wiggling your fingers and toes gently. And get ready now. 1, and either remaining asleep or opening those eyes, trusting that whatever comes your way, your wise unconscious mind will provide you with the perfect solution.